Lincoln Lost, if I could give you just one secret that has built every fortune, transformed every life, and turned ordinary people into legends, it would be this: daily discipline. Success is never an accident. It is the result of small, deliberate actions, repeated day after day, even when no one is watching. The question is not whether you have the talent, the resources, or the luck. The question is, can you master yourself enough to show up every single day, no matter how you feel? Lincoln Lost, because that is where success begins. Success is not a lightning strike, nor is it a sudden miracle that falls into your lap one lucky morning. Lincoln Lost, it is not the big break you are hoping will come and change your life overnight. That is where most people go wrong. They wait for that one chance, that one introduction, that one moment of luck, instead of building the habits that would make them ready when that moment finally arrives. The truth is far simpler and far less glamorous. Success is built in the quiet repetition of your daily routine. It is shaped in the moments when no one is watching, when there's no applause, no recognition, no instant reward. Lincoln Lost, it is in the way you live every single day that your future is being molded, brick by brick. Think about it. How do you spend your mornings? Lincoln Lost, how do you use those first hours of the day when your mind is fresh? What do you do with your evenings when the world slows down? Lincoln Lost, these are the times that tell the truth about where you're headed. A person who spends his days scattered, rushing from one distraction to another. Lincoln Lost, hoping to stumble on some great opportunity, is building his future on sand. But the one who disciplines himself to focus, to use every day wisely, is quietly laying a foundation that cannot be shaken. It is not the one-time heroic effort that shapes a successful life. It is the daily habits you refuse to compromise on. Lincoln Lost, the small decisions repeated over and over are what create the difference between those who achieve extraordinary success and those who merely dream about it. Lincoln Lost, if you read for 30 minutes every day, in 1 year you will have absorbed the wisdom of dozens of books. If you practice your skill for just one focused hour every evening. Lincoln Lost, in a few years you will be among the best at what you do. And if you save and invest a little every week. Lincoln Lost, years from now you will have financial freedom while others are still living paycheck to paycheck. The tragedy is that most people are impatient with this process. Lincoln Lost. They don't want to build, they want to leap. They don't want to invest years in discipline, they want a shortcut. Lincoln Lost. But shortcuts always lead back to the starting line because the person who takes them hasn't become strong enough to hold on to success when it finally arrives. Lincoln Lost. It's not just about what you achieve, it's about who you become in the process. The daily grind, the routines that sometimes feel dull, are shaping you into someone capable. Someone consistent, someone who doesn't crumble when challenges come. Even when it seems like nothing is happening, every disciplined day is storing energy for your future. It's like planting seeds. You don't see the harvest immediately, but beneath the soil roots are spreading, growth is happening. And then one day what looked like small, Lincoln Lost, insignificant efforts bloom into results so big that others will call it luck. But you will know it wasn't luck. Lincoln Lost. It was the result of thousands of disciplined days that no one else saw. So if you want to change your life, stop looking for the big break. Lincoln Lost. Stop waiting for the perfect opportunity. Ask yourself instead, what am I doing today that will matter a year from now? Lincoln Lost. How am I using these 24 hours to shape the future I keep saying I want? Because success is not a mystery, it's a habit. It is the daily routine, Lincoln Lost, repeated with faith and persistence, that eventually builds the life others will admire. And the best part, you don't have to do everything at once. You just have to start today. Take one small action, stick to it tomorrow, then the next day, and the next. It will feel slow at first. Lincoln Lost, but one day you'll wake up and realize you've become the person you used to dream about. That is the real secret. That is how success is built. Lincoln Lost, discipline is the first wealth you will ever earn, and it isn't measured in money. It's measured in control over yourself. Long before it fills your pocket, it trains your mind. This is where most people lose the battle for success. They want the rewards before they've earned the right to handle them. Lincoln Lost, they want the income before they've developed the habits to manage it. But life doesn't work that way. Lincoln Lost, it gives the biggest rewards to the ones who have first mastered themselves. When you wake up early to work on your goals, even when your body screams for comfort. Lincoln Lost, you are strengthening more than just your schedule. You are strengthening your character. When you choose to save money instead of spending it on something unnecessary. Lincoln Lost, you are building more than financial stability. You are building self-control. Every time you do what you promised yourself you would do, especially when it's hard. Lincoln Lost, you are rewriting the way your mind thinks about success. You're proving to yourself that you can be trusted with more because you can handle what you already have. Lincoln Mind is like a wild horse at first. It resists direction, it pulls against the reins, it wants to run wherever it pleases. Discipline is the training that tames it. Lincoln lost. That makes it obey your will instead of your impulses. And here's the true thing, until you can command your own mind, you will never be able to command your circumstances. A person ruled by moods, emotions, and whims can never hold on to success because they will always find a way to sabotage it. But the one who has learned to act with discipline, regardless of feelings, is unstoppable. Think about it. How many people win big and then lose everything because they never learned discipline first? Lottery winners, athletes. Lincoln lost. Celebrities, they gain millions, but without the habits of discipline, it slips through their fingers. They were rewarded in the pocket before they were trained in the mind. Lincoln lost. And so the pocket couldn't hold what the mind wasn't ready to manage. That is why the true path to success often feels slow. It's supposed to. Lincoln lost. It's teaching you how to be steady. It's making sure you become the kind of person who can hold on to what you're asking for. The daily grind, the sacrifices, the uncomfortable choices, they are all mental training. Every time you choose discipline over comfort, you are teaching your mind to obey you. You are building resilience. Lincoln lost. Patience, focus. The qualities that no one can see, but that everyone will notice when success finally arrives. Because when the rewards come, and they will, Lincoln lost. Your mind will already be strong enough to keep them, grow them, and multiply them. You see, money, opportunities, recognition, these are amplifiers. Lincoln lost. They don't change who you are. They only reveal more of who you are. If you're careless with a little, you'll be reckless with a lot. If you can't manage a small routine, you won't manage a big business. But if you can discipline yourself with the small things, life will trust you with bigger things. So if you're not seeing the rewards yet, don't be discouraged. Be grateful. You're in the training phase. Life is testing you, shaping you, preparing you for what you say you want. If you can master yourself now. Lincoln lost. Everything else will follow naturally. Discipline always pays, but it pays the mind first. And when the mind is trained, the pocket will take care of itself. Lincoln lost. The ones who understand this truth never chase money, because they know the real prize is becoming the kind of person who can attract it and keep it. Master your mind, and the rewards will not just come, they will stay. Lincoln lost. Most people spend their entire lives waiting to feel ready before they act. They wait for motivation, for inspiration, for that perfect surge of energy that will push them into doing what they know they should do. But here is the truth that separates achievers from dreamers: emotion follows action. Lincoln lost, not the other way around. If you sit around waiting to feel like working, you'll waste days, weeks, even years of your life. Those who succeed don't wait for the right mood. Lincoln lost. They act first and let the emotions catch up later. Think about how often you have dreaded starting something, going to the gym, writing that report, making that difficult call. Yet the moment you began, the resistance started to fade. Action has a way of silencing doubt and fear because your mind shifts from thinking to doing. Lincoln lost. It's like pushing a heavy boulder at first. It feels impossible, but the second it starts rolling, momentum makes it easier. The same applies to everything you want in life. Lincoln lost. The energy you are waiting for is trapped on the other side of taking that first step. The mistake most people make is believing that successful people are always motivated. Lincoln lost. They imagine them waking up every day excited, filled with energy, rushing toward their goals. But that is a myth. Successful people feel tired, lazy. Lincoln doubtful, just like everyone else. The difference is that they act despite those feelings. They don't give their emotions permission to dictate their choices. Instead, they train their minds to obey a decision once it's made, no matter how they feel in the moment. And here is the interesting thing. Once they take action, their emotions shift. Lincoln lost. Confidence builds, motivation rises, excitement grows. Action creates the very emotions you thought you needed beforehand. Lost. This principle can transform every part of your life if you truly embrace it. If you're struggling to stay consistent, stop asking yourself, I feel like doing this today? That question destroys progress. Ask yourself instead, what's the next step I need to take right now? And then do it. Lincoln lost. Whether you feel ready or not. The feeling of readiness will show up later, once you've started. Lincoln lost. It's the same reason why who forces themselves to exercise eventually begins to enjoy it. Lincoln lost. Why someone who starts working on a new skill eventually feels passionate about it. Why someone who takes control of their day eventually feels more energized. Passion is not born in your head, it's born in the work. You act first, and the passion grows from the progress you make. Every time you take action when you don't feel like it, you build mental strength. You train yourself to be the kind of person who does what needs to be done, regardless of circumstances. And that is where true power lies. Lincoln lost. Because you can control your actions, you can shape your future. Emotion is unreliable. It changes with the weather, with how much sleep you had, with whether someone upset you today. But action, when done consistently, cuts through all of that and keeps you moving toward your goals. So stop waiting for motivation to strike. Lincoln lost because it won't. Stop waiting for the perfect mood, or the perfect circumstances. Start where you are, with whatever you have, and take the smallest step you can. That step will create movement, and movement will create momentum, and before you know it, your emotions will align with your actions. Act first. Lincoln lost, feel later. That is how you win. Persistence has a way of turning what seems impossible into something inevitable. Most people see obstacles as signs to stop, as proof that they are not meant to succeed. But those who win in life see obstacles differently. They understand that challenges are not roadblocks, they are tests, designed to separate those who truly want success from those who only wish for it. Every obstacle carries within it an opportunity, but you will only find it if you refuse to quit. Persistence forces life to reveal those hidden opportunities, because when you keep pushing, you begin to see solutions where others only see problems. The truth is, Lincoln lost. Nothing worthwhile has ever been achieved without resistance. The bigger the dream, the bigger the challenges you will face. Lincoln lost, and this is where persistence becomes your greatest weapon. Every time you push through a setback, you grow stronger. Every time you refuse to give up. Lincoln lost, you build a kind of resilience that no one can take from you. Most people give up too early, often right before the breakthrough. They see the first sign of difficulty and convince themselves it's not meant to be. But persistence changes that. When you persist, Lincoln lost, you start to look at difficulties not as signs to stop, but as signals that you are getting closer to something valuable. What persistence really does is train your mind to see opportunities where others see defeat. Think about it. When you stay with a problem long enough, new ideas begin to surface. Lincoln, your brain starts finding creative solutions because it has no other choice. People who quit never give themselves the chance to see those solutions. Lincoln lost, but persistence keeps you in the game long enough to notice doors open that weren't visible before. Many of the greatest inventions, businesses, Lincoln lost, and personal victories were born not out of sudden genius, but out of someone refusing to stop trying. Lincoln lost. Another truth about persistence is that it builds respect from others and from yourself. When people see that you do not back down in the face of difficulty, they begin to trust you, to believe in you. More importantly, you begin to believe in yourself. Every obstacle you overcome adds another layer to your confidence. Lincoln lost because you've proven through action that you can survive hard things. That self-belief is powerful because once you know you can handle challenges, fear begins to lose its grip on you. Persistence also has a way of transforming the obstacles themselves. Many times, Lincoln lost. What feels like a setback is actually a lesson you need to learn before you can move to the next level. Failure teaches you how to improve. Rejection pushes you to get better. Lincoln lost. And delays give you time to prepare for something greater. But you only discover these gifts if you keep going. Lincoln lost. Quitting too soon means you walk away before the transformation can happen. So the next time you face a challenge, remember this life is not trying to stop you. It is asking you a question. How badly do you want this? Your persistence is the answer. The longer you stay in the fight, the more life bends in your favor. Lincoln lost. Opportunities will show up, doors will open, and what once felt like a burden will eventually become the very reason you succeed. Because persistence does more than help you overcome obstacles. It turns those obstacles into stepping stones that lead you exactly where you need to be. Lincoln's success is never built on luck, talent, or wishful thinking. It is built on the relentless decision to keep going when everything in you wants to stop. Lincoln lost. Discipline is the bridge that carries you from desire to achievement. Small daily actions are the bricks that pave that bridge. Action itself ignites the emotions you've been waiting for, and persistence is the force that turns every obstacle into an opportunity. If you can master these 4 principles, there is nothing life can withhold from you. The world does not reward those who try once and quit. It rewards those who show up every single day, no matter how they feel, no matter how hard it gets. Force yourself to be consistent. Lincoln lost because consistency is the language of greatness, and those who speak it fluently eventually get everything they work for.